13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week is sponsored by Lasco Services.
You heard the man. It's time to honor one of the best offensive lines in all of West Michigan. Our 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week, the offensive line from West Catholic. West put a hurting on Coopersville last week, 34-zip. The offense ran for 225 yards on the night, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. They also threw for 117 yards. The Falcons, they couldn't have done it without the big men up front. Those starters include Aiden Gravelin, Hunter Price, Luke Momber, Jan Jugum, and Jacob Timmer. Congrats to them as they continue to move on here in their big season. So, how would West Catholic fare tonight against South Christian? For that answer, we're going to turn to producer Matt Gard in the newsroom.
Jacob, both teams came into this one with 1-1 records, and this one did not disappoint. In front of this packed house at East Kentwood, third quarter, South Christian down 7. Austin Burgess throws it high into the September night, finds Easton Rack. He comes down with a nice catch. That puts the Sailors in prime position. They capitalize. It's Burgess to Kyle Nakliski. He ties this ball game up at 20, but West Catholic would respond. Grady Augustin finds Cam Inbody, and he is in the end zone. Falcons pull ahead 27-20. Sailors looking for some more magic. Come from behind. This time Burgess throws to Dax Blackport. He's not just the guy with the coolest name on the field. He's like a freight train running down the yard. He would put them in prime position, but the drive would stall on the start of the fourth quarter. So South would have one last chance with less than 2 minutes to play. They go to the air, and West Catholic's Thomas Puksta takes it the other way. West Catholic moves to 2-1 after a win in an instant classic.
All right, Matt, after West Catholic started the season 0-1, that's now 2 wins in a row for them. Last season, Whitehall and Zeeland West almost broke the scoreboard, combining for 103 points in their Week 3 showdown. So time to find out if this year's matchup would also be defense optional. We go first possession. Whitehall's going to be driving in this one, looking to make some magic, but last week's hero, Brandon Holman, comes away with the pick. This was a really good game. Whitehall, though, would go on to have a big first half, so we're going to get this thing started. Let's see that Brandon Holman pick now. He was last week's hero. He was great, had the game-winning touchdown. He does it on offense and defense, but after a defensive stop, the Vikings would get the football right back. First play, they're going to go to the ground, and Liam Leak, nothing but room to run. 43-yard touchdown, Whitehall on the board first. So we jump to the second, very first play. It's that man Leak again, huge hole up the gut. He's got a big gain that would get Whitehall back in the red zone. Nice hustle, though, by the defender to make the tackle, but it would all go for none. First and goal, it's Leak times 2. Finds the corner, his second touchdown of the night, 14-zip Vikings. Whitehall led 21-0 at the break. Zeeland West tied it at 28 late in the fourth, but no worries, the Vikings squeaked it out on an Aiden Mendoza touchdown. 29 seconds left. Whitehall wins a thriller, 35-28. Now we go to Belding, where Belding has won its last 3 meetings against Hopkins by a combined score of 122-14. But it's a new year. Hopkins, they're off to its first 2-0 start since 2020. This marks the beginning of OK Silver Conference play for the Black Knights and the Vikings, and the defenses came to play early on. Belding quarterback Dawson Donovan keeps it, runs right into the clutches of a couple of Viking players. Henry Tunison and Jackson Kapertsky, they were there on that stop. Second quarter, Ethan King with a nice run. This would go for 18 yards. That puts Belding near the red zone. But on fourth down, Donovan takes a big hit from Jackson Echek, which stopped the threat right there. We remain scoreless. And 2 plays later, well, this happened. Braden Harnish gets the handoff, breaks through the line, breaking a couple of tackles. He's off to the races, down the sideline, directing traffic, and it ends for 7. Hopkins goes up 7-0, but Belding would end up winning this one. Defense all night long. Belding takes it 8-7. Earlier in the show, we told you about Wayland's heartbreaking loss last week against Sparta. Tonight, the Wildcats tried to get back on track as they hosted Thornapple Kellogg. This is one of West Michigan's longest running rivalries. Wayland fans getting to the game after their shift at the construction site. We'll pick up the action second half. TK already up 28-7 in the Trojan D on fire. Preston Gummo with the sack. Third quarter, quarterback Micah Dock with a dot to Zach Eldridge. Fights his way down to the 11. Same drive, more from Dock here with the QB keeper. He's going to run right. Gets held up a bit at the 5-yard line, but no worries. Fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Thornapple Kellogg now up 35-7. Wayland would put a nice drive together after that. Jacob Crater with the nice run after he gets the pitch from his quarterback. That's a first down. We go later on in the drive. Now it's Henry Moss. He's going to get the carry, runs left, finds a hole, avoids a tackle, makes a nifty move that would get himself into the end zone. That would make the score TK 35, Wayland 14, and TK is going to go on to win this one. Final score 41-14. And we've got another rivalry for you coming up after the break. Up next, we're going to find out if Forest Hills Northern or Forest Hill Central could rebound after their Week 2 loss. And it was a good one in Spring Lake as the Lakers hosted Reese Puffer down by the Bayou. And as we head to the break, we're going to give another big thank you to our food sponsor, Robinson Dental, for buying pizza for all of our in-studio guests.